We are the silent majority. We are the ones that were forgotten.
And we're silent no more. We're actually yelling now.
The MAGA crowd is unfazed by Trump's drop in the polls. And as he gets more and more criticism for his handling of the pandemic, their desire to show up for him only grows. So, what brought you out here today?
I've supported President Trump since 2016, and I just want to be out here to ride, show that, us young kids, we stand for our freedom, for the flag, that we want America first. I've lost a lot of friends for my Trump support. I now have a full-time job thanks to one of these people because I talked with them and told them I'm fresh out of college.
People need to feel like they're not alone. They need to feel like there's other people that are with them that believe the same way they do. And I feel like every time I put a flag on my car, I have an experience like that, where somebody comes up to me and says, thank you for doing that. I feel like I have a voice again. And that's important.
We're just pro-America. The other option is just so not pro-America.
What do you see as the other option?
Not America.
Let's ride!
在川普总统的死忠支持者中，有一群人曾经是民主党的铁票。英国 Channel 4团队来到2016年被川普翻盘的宾州，约访4年前转而支持川普的那一群前民主党员。
I understand that, but again,
one of those was Ed Harry, who I met at this diner shortly after Trump was elected.
I didn't want another politician because I think every trade agreement we had have done nothing except take jobs from this country and send them all over the world.
As a respected trade union leader,
Take care, Eddie.
who knew Joe Biden personally, his vote for Trump back then stunned the community. Returning to Luzon County nearly 4 years later, little seemed to have changed. Not much sign of the promised well-paid manufacturing jobs. And for many, the threat of COVID was not the priority. I stayed in touch with Ed, and I wondered if he had the same enthusiasm for Trump. This time, instead of a diner, we met up in a gun shop.
Easy to work. Ammunition is inexpensive.
Ed has now spent over £1,500 on new guns here.
Why? Because things started to get crazy. Things started to get crazy with a political party.
Echoing Trump, he says radicals linked to the Democrat Party are behind the riots and unrest sweeping America. And it's one big reason, he says, that military-style guns like these are flying off the shelves in this part of Pennsylvania.
Don't forget, I was a Democrat for 52 years of my life. I know how it works. I've been in the demonstrations that were peaceful, been there, done that. You could take my life if I'm lying. All of those people, there's no spontaneity in any of the riots that go on.
As we talk, customers come in looking for guns and ammunition. Bob, the gun shop owner, shows me his bare shelves. Many around here are stockpiling. And Trump's law and order message seems to be winning him new support among Democrats here, even if the president is not personally liked.
They hated Trump. They still hate Trump. But they're going to vote for him.
Why?
Because their Democratic Party that we grew up being part of no longer exists. It's gone.
The vast majority of the protest has been peaceful.
It's the message at the core of Trump's attack ads. A vote for Biden is a vote for Black Lives Matter protesters and Antifa activists who Trump claims are behind the violence. And back on the campaign trail in Pennsylvania, he rams this message home.
This election is about law and order. You look at Portland. We keep saying to the governor, look, Governor, Oregon, I said, Governor, let us go in. We'll solve the problem in 30 minutes. They don't want to do that.
One of the county's police chiefs, who believes many Democrats are backing the defund the police movement. Because of these concerns, he's certain most police officers will vote for Trump.
Every officer I spoke to in this area are supporting Donald Trump.
How many is that? How many have you asked?
20 to 25 officers.
Every single one says they're going to support Donald Trump.
Yep.
This will be music to the president's ears.
On the right.
Democrat supporters Sandy and Mike believe they are seeing signs of a pushback.
Chaos is Donald Trump's friend. I'm not quite sure why people are conned by his actions into believing that he's making America safer. He isn't.
I keep it next to my bed.
Ed's neighbors don't see it that way.
All my handguns are by my bed.
Eric and Mike have genuine fears over their safety, and they embrace Trump, their strongman, as they fear unrest could soon be on their doorstep.
Because of the stuff that was going on all over the country. Now Philly started, Lancaster, which is an hour and a half from here. So it keeps getting closer.
Well, I'll tell you what, if they come here and try to burn my house down, I'm going to shoot the son of
Back home, Ed gets out his own guns, now always close at hand. It seems Trump's messaging has worked.
They're front and center in all the violence. Nobody else. Black Lives Matter and Antifa.
But isn't it kind of dangerous what you're saying in terms of like being
it's
divisive?
No. I don't have any problem saying it because I believe it.
And if Trump narrowly wins this key swing state again, it may well be the votes of these ex-Democrats that carry him over the line.
捍卫言论自由到底，抢救中天，台湾不能只有一种声音，请立刻订阅中天电视 YouTube 频道，订阅、按赞、分享，开启小铃铛。